this is the life. Nothing like it for a guy like me. Sunday, sun shining, out in the country with the wife and kids. No worries, no cares. Sets you up for a Blue Monday at the office. No modern conveniences, but somehow food tastes better. Smell that doggy. Those kids of mine could do away with a dozen. Picnic's a great American institution. You know, gives you a real family feeling. Out in the woods together, sharing new experiences. Educational for the kids. Maybe for the animals, too. The world is full of wonders, big and small. Good exercise and good rest. Oh, feel as if someone were watching me. Hey, no you don't. Nobody's gonna see that picture, me passing out from too much fresh air. Look, it's getting late. I better be starting back. Just can't be too careful about these things. Hate to leave, but, well, the end of a perfect day.
I guess I dozed off.
I'm sorry, Charlie. I didn't mean to wake you up.
That's all right. The Lord sure knew what he was doing when he made Sunday a day of rest. Boy, I can sure use it.
Well, I hope you get the whole day. Every time that telephone rings, I can be sure it's a tower calling and reporting a fire.
Well, Lucy, that's my job, just the same as it's Ned's job to sit up there in that tower and watch for fires.
Always look out to Pine Knob. Can you sight a smoke vicinity of Miller's Grove? Over.
Pine Knob to Culver's. I just spotted it, Ned. My degree reading is 270. Looks pretty hot. WVGY.
Okay, Pine Knob. WQVF. Hello? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Right.
Gotcha. Does, huh? Well, better have Pharaoh send in the truck. You see if you can get another warden crew. Right. Hello. A 402. A6, calling WQVF Culvers. How'd you make out with that other crew? A6, over.
Always look out to Mobile A6. Dunn and his crew are following right behind the truck, Charlie. WQVF.
Joe, here's the picture. The wind's blowing due east and taking it right up the ridge. Over here is the cottages, and I have a crew in here holding the spread. You'll take your crew up ahead and cut a line and backfire. Ed, take your truck in here. Keep them from being outflanked. Got it? Okay, let's go. somebody's picnic spot. Looks like the fire started just about here. Funny, though, that fire's been watered out. Took pictures, whoever it was. Pipe smoker. Not much to go by. Another fire caused by offender unknown. Well, maybe. Westover Service Center.
Yeah, that's our map, all right. But I don't remember anything about it. Wait a minute. Hey, Joe, did you mark out a route to Mills Grove for a guy last Sunday?
Let's see. Yeah, a fellow with a little boy and little girl. Must live around here somewhere, because I see the kids every now and then.
Well, would you watch for him and get his name or his license number for me?
Sure, if I can, but I'm going on night duty starting tomorrow night.
Oh, that's bad. Is there anywhere around here you can get pictures developed?
The only place I know of is down here at Johnson's drugstore. You know any other place, Joe?
No, but if you want him in a hurry, you better take him downtown. This guy takes a week. Here's a picture he developed of my girlfriend.
That's nice. Johnson's, you say?
Yeah. Stuff comes back on Thursdays.
Thursdays, huh?
That's right.
Well, that's a lot of them. I didn't see anything in there that looked like picnic pictures.
And you say everything's there?
That's right. Of course, there are a lot of negatives in there didn't come out. Sometimes as many don't come out as do. Would you care to look through them again?
Oh, I don't know. Say, how do we miss this one? Well, that could very well be the spot. There was a fireplace just like that there.
Oh, really?
What is this man's name?
Let's see. Alfred Stevens.
Stevens, eh? Well, we'll just check on that. Stevens, Al Stevens.
There must be some mistake about this. I couldn't have started any fire. He's got the wrong guy, that's all. But arriving at our picnic site was a shock. Yes, this is the place, all right, but...
There's not much of a spot for a picnic now, is it? Come on.
He was right about that. Across the road, things were getting greener. But these trees would never be green again. Ames kept rubbing it in.
Do your children like animals, Mr. Stevens?
But I couldn't have done it. I was careful. I doused water all over that campfire. It was out when we left.
What time was that?
Just about 3 o'clock.
You know what time I got my call on this fire? 3:10. Tell me, Mr. Stevens, do you smoke?
Mr. Stevens, I believe your story about your campfire. I believe you really tried to prevent any such tragedy that has happened, but you weren't careful enough. You may think that the laws covering this type of misdemeanor are somewhat severe, but as with all good and just laws by which men govern themselves, there are good and just reasons behind the laws which bring you before this court. Our forests, Mr. Stevens, are a vast natural resource. Unlike other natural resources, such as coal mines, oil wells, and mineral deposits, the forests will constantly renew themselves unless thwarted by our carelessness. From the beginning of our history, the forests have been friend and protector. Our forefathers built their homes from the trees they found here, and until land could be cleared for farming, the forests supplied much of their food. Today, the forest lands of America are even more important than they were when the country was young. Much of our land has been logged off and burned off. The forests that do remain are vital to the future well-being of this nation. That is why we cannot allow a citizen who starts a forest fire to go unpunished. What do we lose in a forest fire? We lose lumber for our homes, our schools, our churches, fine wood for furnishings which become so familiar a part of our lives that we often forget they are made of trees. We lose wood pulp that goes into the manufacture of paper, without which we would be less able to perform that most important duty of every man in a democracy, the duty of keeping informed. We lose material that belongs to the future, the ingenious concoctions of the chemist, which produce rayons, plastics, and other synthetics which are made from the cellulose that binds the fibers of the trees together. We lose more from the future. We lose the protection of our water supply. We lose the pleasures of field and stream and substitute a blackened wasteland. That is the cost of fire, Mr. Stevens. Within these 14 northeastern states, 380,000 acres of forest land are burned every year. Do you know what that means? It means a strip of land 1 mile wide stretching down the country for more than 600 miles, from Augusta, Maine to Norfolk, Virginia. No, the problem of forest fires is not a remote one that happens only in some other place. It is a problem here, now. We have 17,000 fires every year, Mr. Stevens, in this region. 9 out of 10 of them are started by some careless individuals. 9 out of 10. You have pleaded guilty before this court. I believe you are usually a careful man, aware of your responsibilities. For what you have done in a moment of carelessness, you are liable to a fine of $100. You are also liable to the state for the cost of putting out the fire in the amount of $275.78. In addition, you are liable before the law for any suit for damages which may be brought against you by the owner whose private property you have destroyed. Because you have pleaded guilty and have willingly come before this bench, I'm going to waive the fine of $100 on 2 conditions. 1, that you pay the costs, and 2, that you spend some time with Fire Warden Charlie Ames and try to learn some of the causes of fires and how we all might work to prevent them. Court's adjourned.
Come right on in, Mr. Stevens. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Before we start out, there are a few things I'll have to tell you because I can't very easily show them to you. As Judge Hudson told you, we have 17,000 fires each year in these 14 northeastern states. And the biggest cause of our fires is smoking. The careless things that people will do with their cigarettes, cigars, pipes, and matches. You wouldn't think a little thing like that could cause so much damage. But put down a lighted cigarette and watch it burn 25, 30, 35 minutes.
It's like a slow-burning fuse. And when there are a few acres of dry woodland at the other end, watch out. Smokers cause about 45% of our fires, yet preventive measures are so simple. Crush out cigarettes and cigars in the soil or on a rock. Bury pipe ashes in the dirt. When driving, use your ashtray. Or take matches. You light up and toss the match away. There's still a flame on it, and you'd be surprised how many people throw matches that way. Maybe it gets fanned out on the way down. We had a case here one day. 17 separate small fires discovered within a few minutes of each other along a 2-mile stretch of woods road. A boy riding the tailgate of a passing truck had been playing a cute little game with a package of matches. He was an imaginary bomber dropping incendiary bombs on the imaginary enemy. But those were no imaginary bombs. We don't know how many of those matches were fanned out or burned themselves out without harm. We do know without question that at least 17 of those matches were burning when they hit the ground. And one match is all it might take, under the right conditions, to burn up half the state. Why be half safe? When you've used a match, break it and hold it until it's cold. It's just one little step of added protection.
Well, there are other fire causes. Sparks from locomotives still give us trouble. Now we have people that set fires for spite, or just for the excitement of it. Then there's people that let their campfires get away from them, or go off and leave their campfires burning. Although I do remember you were careful about your fire, stirring up the coals and wetting it thoroughly. Another very serious cause of fires is brush and debris burning. There's many a man has let his brush fire get away from him simply because he didn't take the proper precautions. Come on, I'll show you.
That was an enlightening afternoon for me. I'd always thought of forest fires as something remote, nothing that had anything to do with the way I put out my cigarette or burned my trash. Mr. Ames showed me first how a farmer ought to burn brush. Most of the northeastern states require a permit for this kind of burning. Mr. Ames had issued a permit to this farmer, Mr. Simicek, that morning. His technique was simple enough. The brush was all in one big pile, but he burned it little by little on a small fire that couldn't get away from him as easily as a larger one might. Water and tools were on hand to put down any blaze that might start to get out of hand. The time of day was important, too. It was after 4 o'clock, late in the afternoon, when there's less breeze to fan up a fire. He'd raked and hoed clean the area around the fire, so there was no possibility of its taking off on its own across the field. With precautions like these, Mr. Simicek was doing a nice, safe job. Next, we looked into the burning of household rubbish and such. The incinerator was simplicity itself. And yet you see so many people burning leaves or trash in unguarded piles on the ground. An old metal oil drum did the job fine. It was set in the middle of a cleared area to keep any escaping sparks from finding fuel to burn. There was a wire mesh cover on it to keep light burning matter, leaves or paper, from blowing off, as I've seen happen time and again. And finally, this householder stayed on duty right there until every spark was out. An unwatched fire is always dangerous. Well, that was all Ames showed me. It was unbelievably simple. Just easy little precautions that after a while would become second nature.
Well, here we are, Mr. Stevens. I hope you've gotten something out of all of this.
You bet I did. I still feel like a heel, though, but a lot wiser one.
Oh, don't feel that way. Well, drop around and see me again.
Right, I'll do that. Well, as I said before, is a great American institution, though this one sure turned out to be no picnic in more ways than one. But come Sunday, sun shining, maybe we'll have another go at it.